سلام الله عليكم، تحية طيبة للجميع. سعيدة جدا بمشاركتي في هذا المحفل العلمي. المداخلة ستكون باللغة الإنجليزية ومقدمة من الأستاذة عائشة العشمي المتحدثة من جامعة المدية، والأستاذ عمر حاتم من جامعة البليدة 2. المداخلة ستكون في المحور الثاني: مظاهر التجريب في النص السردي المغاربي، تشظي السرد وتداخل الخطابات. عنوان المداخلة هو الكتابة البينية وتراسل الفنون في السرد الروائي. تهدف هذه الدراسة إلى الكشف عن العلاقة الموجودة بين الفنون والأدب، وخاصة الرواية، في مجال الدراسات البينية، حيث تجمع النظريات السردية الحديثة على أن هذه العملية السردية، وأن الرواية هي ملتقى الفنون والنصوص التي تجمع بين التراث والحداثة، ومن خلالهما تتداخل الفنون وتتحاقل وتتراسل، فهي باستيعابها للقوالب الفنية المختلفة تضفي نسيجا جديدا يفند صفاءها كنوع أدبي، فلا تحكمها قوانين وقواعد تضبط شكلها، بل نراها تنهض على استعارة الأدوات التعبيرية للفنون. وبالتالي جاءت حاجتنا لتقفي الآثار العلائقية بين الكتابة السردية الروائية والكتابة البينية، باعتبارها تجمع بين تقنيات وجدت في أصلها في الفنون المختلفة، الفن التشكيلي والسينما على حد سواء، وتم استدراجها أيضا في السرد الروائي. الآن إشكالية: كيف يتشكل الخطاب السردي من خلال استدعاء الفنون في مجال الكتابة البينية ومزاولتها للكتابة السردية؟ Interdisciplinary writing in narration and art overlapping. Before I start, I want to thank a special thank for the committee of this colloquium, which gives me the opportunity to present my communication within the English language. This study aims to uncovering the relationship between art and literature, especially the narration. The modern narrative theories combine the latter as form of text, combining heritage and modernity. By assimilating the different artistic molds, a new texture is considered as a literary genre. We see it rise to the metaphorical of art, as we need to cultivate the relational effects between narration and interdisciplinary writing as a combination of techniques found in their origin in the various arts and have been drawn into the narrative writing. Now, how does the narrative discourse form? Through invoking the art in this field of interdisciplinary writing and combining them within the narrative writing. Now, the studies in this field make an original contribution to narrative ethics. This communication both articulate a complex understanding of how artistic storytelling practice enable critical distance from culturally dominant narrative practices, and analyzes the limitation and potential pitfall of storytelling. The interdisciplinary narration studies or narrative studies is a complex model for studying modernist narrative techniques in the modern fictional material, as it results from the relationship between literature and art in a joint dialogue that has been studied by comparative studies, whereby the novelist practices the combination of collage and montage, as it feeds from the limitation of traditional writing to draw a narrative line based on cultural, historical, plastic, arts, media, and cinematic references through openness to the arts of all kinds. Through this study, we will try to not simplify a differential arrangement that distinguishes the art and all kinds, but we will try to approach the correspondence of these arts from a logic that tries to negotiate points of contrast and symmetry, taking into account that art is one, but its expressive manifestation differ according to time and place. This will be through time and place, as we say in poetry, music, and choreography are arts of time, while theater, formation, sculpture are the arts of place. And there could be another division about the superficially and depth of art, as stated by Hegel in his book L'Esthétique, where the arts are arranged in an ascending order: the art of architecture, sculpture, painting, music, dance, and poetry. Cinema also can be added as a seventh art, and television as an eighth art, and animation as a ninth art. Literary theories classify that every text is born as a result of the influence, renewal, and reformulation of another text, and that every work is a group of symphonic citations and sounds that dialogue harmoniously and musically with other voices, while some still defend the topographical character of writing. In fact, the text is no longer a purely linguistic material to become a coherent set of signs. These concepts of writing and text coincide with the concept of the crisis of writing literary works, which reject the concept of work itself. This is according to Barrett when he criticized writing and art. According to Gustave Flaubert, exact concept and the hypothesis of those interests in the form of text, and they put what is literary and textual in the form of other field. Literature has a close relationship with other arts, and it's always open to an exclusion of new artistic template. It is open. It is an open word always for the inclusion of new genres, where we enjoy. Here, for instance, we can call the immortal text of Cervantes' Don Quixote. We realize that this is an open text without Don Quixote, an eternal work that represents intertextuality in excellence. What concerns us now is how the art interacts with the narrative text in a manner similar of mosaic writing. The complex text cannot be studied except through the overall meaning of the text, as well as fragmented writing and fragmented meaning. This is what we find in the concept of artistic correspondence in the literary stems from the fact that it performs the restoration of the lost unity between art and the transformation of art from rupture, dispersion, and excessive division into unity and integration. Now, let's see the bridge of interdisciplinary in literature and art on the basics, that the real bridge between them in the unity of the climate, and focuses on the extent of common ties between literature and other arts, although we confirm that the attempts to return to this unity are old, but they are carried out in different opportunities and the varying degrees which differ from era to era and other social group to another social group. According to modernist Leaps, the one who look into the history of theater, novel, and poetry nearly a century ago, notices that literature is in general has moved away from its literary characteristics and creative works. from the excess of strange techniques within them of different arts have become mixed barbaric monsters, and the genres and races have lost their purity. Hence, artistic correspondence was an expression of the life nature, a necessity for its development, and a manifestation imposed on us by the nature of art that is based on the transcendence. Now, let's see as a conclusion here. The expression through poetry or through narration that includes the techniques of arts makes the recipient enjoyable and aesthetic. This is because narration embodies interlocking meanings more accurately and stronger because it is connected to the mind understanding and the perception of reader receiver who enjoy the poetic imagination or the narrative imagination and delighted with the reality that the poet's hands refined and embodies by expression by expressive linguistic word. In this way, literature becomes acceptable, graceful, and its materiality has dimension and its truth narrowed, while the listener to music, for example, surface with emotional pleasure and sensual imagination. Likewise, the art and of painting affect the soul through the sensation conveyed by the eye that see. So it is amazed, and this is admiring the transformation to the visionary who is taken by the eye, and it is possessed by the joy because of the creativity he see in the harmony of colors and the proportion of lines. And the most amazing admiring thing for this life that has been poured into the picture, but it is a false life when we submit the logic of reason and thinking. Let's see, when concluding, I want to say that good literature should disturb the reader's mind. Thanks, everyone, and goodbye.